Today I'll be talking about the conflict among McDonald's Malaysia and the boycott of Israel. Firstly, what is conflict? Conflict is unavoidable whenever two or more people interact, whether in the workplace or at home. Conflict can occur between two or more individuals, two or more groups, or even an individual and a group. When dealing with conflict in an organization, it is important to remember to address the issue, not the people. There are 4 types of conflict in organization. The first one is definition of responsibility unclear. When it is unclear who is responsible for what area of a project or task, conflict can occur. Territorial issues arise when decisions are made that appear to cross boundaries of responsibility. To prevent this from happening, it is imperative that the roles and responsibilities of all the players are spelled out clearly and agreed upon by everyone involved before the project is started. Secondly, conflict of interest. Understanding how personal interests and goals fit within the structure of the organization will alleviate conflict of interest problems. When an individual's personal goals are at odds with the goals of the organization, the individual may be tempted to fight for his personal goals, creating a conflict situation that will hamper success of the project. Thirdly, lack of resources. Competition for resources, including money, time, and materials, will cause the teams to undercut each other, leading to conflict between departments or other work groups. Valuable resources need to be protected as well as distributed fairly among all the groups. Starting out a project with a clear picture of the resources available will help waylay some of this conflict. Last but not least, interpersonal relationships. Interpersonal relationships are the personalities of the people who involved in the organizational structure, which play an important part in conflict resolution. Often the conflict is a result of interpersonal relationships where the parties to the conflict are unable to resolve personal issues with each other. It is not always easy to set aside personal prejudices when entering the workplace, but it is important to recognize what those prejudices are and deal with them before conflict issues. Well, going back to the conflict, the news is actually about, it was in August last year, and the news was about McDonald's Malaysia says staff harassed and abused over Gaza conflict, where their staff had to endure harassment, threats, and verbal abuse over the boycott of Israeli products led by certain parties. The boycott came about after a number of non-governmental organizations claimed that the international fast food chain was providing funds for Israel to carry out the war in Gaza. McDonald's Malaysia issued a press statement in which it said some of their outlets were subjected to acts of vandalism to the extent that they had to shut down operations for the day. The statement also said that the reality is that their employees and franchisees have done nothing wrong, and it's grossly unfair that they should be targeted in such a way. Moreover, the company reiterated its stand that it does not channel any sales, profits, or franchise fees from restaurants to support any political causes or conflicts in any part of the world. They have also been consistent and transparent in communicating their position, but unfortunately the information they shared have been misinterpreted by certain parties. While they understand and respect that the act of boycotting is an individual decision, nevertheless, they are also disappointed that McDonald's Malaysia has been unfairly targeted. And this is very bad crisis where McDonald's name will also like go down, as the people will lose trust on McDonald's, even though McDonald's have been like very famous and popular among like locally and internationally. So it may take a while for McDonald's to like go back to their population, as they need to also advertise themselves more and show the people that the employees didn't do anything wrong, and also like they will have to like take time to let them understand that McDonald's Malaysia has been very consistent, since they've been showing a lot of effort in promoting themselves like these years, and also they understand that many problems have occurred after the news. They are assured that they will go back to place after they clear out their misunderstanding. This is where the relationship management theory apply, where most of the customers said it was the people's right to boycott, but not to vandalize and hurl abuse at the employees. It is also a shame that people went to the extreme that they threw slippers, spat employees, and also vandalized the outlets. And also the customers also mentioned that they should boycott they should boycott in a respectable manner, as employees are only here in McDonald's to earn a living, but not support the Israelis. Based on the situation, McDonald's actually urged the Malaysians to remain calm and refrain from carrying out any acts that may harm any parties. And they also mentioned that they said like, let us all remind ourselves that we are all Malaysians and we share a common bond, and they actually can agree to disagree respectfully. As mentioned, for McDonald's Malaysia to go on in a good manner as previously, they are actually thinking in a positive way, and also have been trying to like have been trying to delete all the misunderstanding between the people, and also it's been very hard for them to challenge themselves, as the boycott of Israel have been like making so much trouble for McDonald's. But like I said before, that with their efforts going on, and they have been doing a lot of work, they are actually quite improving like currently, so it's a good thing. So this is what I understand from the relationship management theory, as the organization and the people should understand each other, and they could like strengthen their bonding, and also lessen the conflict in between each other also. So thank you for listening.